Christian's been with us since December 2013. He was our first mentor working with myself at Marymead Catholic College. So we've been very lucky to have Christian and his amazing service to all our schools throughout these years and online programs. Please welcome Christian.
Hi everyone. All right, so today I'd like to give an I Can talk about what I would say to my Year 7 self, and also about a time that I proved someone wrong. So there's a few people I proved wrong when I was in Year 7. The first person was myself. I thought that no one really cared about what I had to say, like my opinions, my experiences. I was going to say it anyway, but I was going to express myself regardless, but I thought that no one would want to hear it, that no one was really listening. And the other people that I proved wrong at the time in Year 7 were other people in my year level who I think I'll just call the bamboozled, because anytime I would be myself, it would bamboozle them. And I would pretty much be myself all day. When I wasn't being myself, I was being Captain Jack Sparrow. So they were just always bamboozled. So I'll just call them the bamboozled. That's kind of what they were to me at the time. So when I was in Year 7, I was invited to give a talk about autism to like the junior sub-school, the Year 7s and 8s. There were lots of bamboozled in the audience. And I was 12 when I found out that I was autistic. I really didn't like the label at first. I felt like I'd been signed up for this club like from birth, a club that I didn't know about, and I had no say in this, and I was only finding this out like 12 years after being signed up. But suddenly I had this lifetime membership that was locked in. I couldn't get out of the contract, and I had no control over anything, and I really resisted. But then eventually, I think when I started high school, I realized that the autism label is really just about knowledge, about self-knowledge, about helping me to find kind of my way through the world, and also helping other people to understand me. It felt like if I wanted other people to understand me, they didn't have to have like grown up with me like a close friend or a family member. I could just tell them I'm autistic. And for me, it felt like it was as easy as that. Like getting up in front of all these 7s and 8s and telling them about my life up to that point as an autistic person really did feel easy, because all I had to do was get up there and tell people the truth. If I had to get up there and lie to everyone, that would have scared me. I wouldn't have really known how to do that. But getting up there and telling the truth honestly felt pretty easy. I didn't know, when I was in Year 7, I didn't know anyone else in my year level who was autistic and wanted to talk about it. At the time I was only openly autistic, but I wasn't openly gay yet. And there was another boy in my year level who was openly gay but wasn't openly autistic yet. So the two of us kind of we weren't super close or anything, but I feel like we sort of had this, we were living these parallel lives, kind of opposite lives, where we were sort of, I think, helping each other from afar. I don't think we really realized that until I eventually left high school, and that's when I sort of started to feel comfortable in my queerness. I think a lot of that was thanks to him, and I mean, I'd like to think I helped him in some way when I was in Year 7 by being openly autistic. Oh gosh, okay. All right, well, I'm just gonna give a super quick list of all the things I want to say to my Year 7 self. You're trying to connect with your classmates. You're really trying. You're doing enough, more than enough. It's really, really hard to do. School is really, really hard. There's a lot to learn. You actually know that you're there to learn, which is great. You want to learn the content that's being taught in class. You understand that's good for you. And you do get lonely sometimes, and that's okay. I know you like your alone time, but you don't have to be alone all the time. You can have your alone time and also have friends. It's okay to admit that you want friends and you're sad right now that you don't really have any, but that doesn't mean that you won't ever have them. You're allowed to be really good at like the hard, boring parts of school, and you're allowed to be really bad at like what is supposed to be like the fun, easy things. So like PE or like moving tables and chairs around, like spatial awareness, that kind of stuff. Can I just say one more sentence? Thank you. Sorry, my year 7 self is here and I've got a lot to say. I'll finish on this. You're a human being. You're not a person with autism, you're an autistic person, because autism is part of humanity. And you're allowed to be complicated and hard to understand, because everybody is. You don't have to simplify yourself for other people. You can just be you around the bamboozled, around those other people. Thank you.